Hey guys, just a quick little follow-up video from my last one about the carnivore killer, which I got here. Um, I was corrected by a buddy of mine, and rightfully so, about why the balls were falling out of the tip of my barrel. The detents, I don't know what I was saying, the detents aren't necessarily there for holding the balls in. They're just to make sure multiple balls don't drop into the bolt chamber. So anyway, to correct me, he said that my barrel was overbored, and he's absolutely right. So this is a Caner barrel. I believe it's 689. So it is a pretty large bore, and these balls obviously are smaller than 689. So there's a lot of back and forth and debate about how should you overbore, should you underbore. It's my opinion, and of course just an opinion, that you shouldn't overbore or underbore. You should find the exact bore of your paint as close as you can get and come close to it. With an autococker, I think it's important to underbore slightly. For the exact reason that you guys saw, I was missing half my shots because the balls were rolling out of the tip of the barrel. So you get to the field and half your shots are gone because balls are just flying out of the tip of your barrel without being shot. It becomes an issue. So slightly underbore. So anyway, in order to figure out the bore size, rather than just guessing and checking, I bought this. This is, I think it's Tapco is the company that made it. It's just a little bore sizer. So what I do is I set it up over here in my little freak kit. I kind of line it up, and then I start dropping balls into it. Now what I do is I drop the balls down until the balls start falling through on their own. Now not every ball is going to be exactly the same or very consistent. There you can go. You can see 682 fell through. 684, it's pretty close. 684 fell through. So you want to make sure you throw a few balls in. Obviously the balls are not perfect. No paintball is perfect or exactly like its brother, like snowflakes. But it should give you a general idea. Obviously 684s are just dropping through on their own. 682, nice. There's a nice bit of pressure in there. So I'm going to drop a few down 682 here. Let's see what happens. 682. A nice fit. This one's a little tight. That one's a good one. That one's a good one. That one's a good one. That one fell right through. That one fell right through. So 682 seems like a really good bore for this type of paintball. So I've already grabbed out my 682 free kit insert. Now normally I use my Freak carbon. But unfortunately, the carbon won't actually thread into the carnivore killer. I have no idea why. It's made by Freak, just like the other Freak barrel that I have here. The tolerances are just too tight. It just doesn't fit in there. So I'm going to use this Freak kit instead. Slightly heavier, but still does the job. So this goes in here and into the gun. So I still think it has a pretty good look as far as the gun is concerned. Nice black barrel, but I do prefer the other barrel. So I'm going to send this one out to get boards so that I can put freak inserts into it. Gentleman on Facebook can do it. So I'm definitely going to do that. Second aspect of why should you bore properly is consistency. You'll notice that my last video I was getting somewhere between 97 and 77. That's a pretty big gap. 20 feet per second on any given shot can make a huge difference. So I was corrected there too and said the reason for my inconsistency was because of overboring. As the balls fit tighter and tighter in the barrel, it's going to require this a consistent pressure to push them through the barrel. So it should even out my velocity. Not really issues. I could have played like that, but it'll even out my velocity quite a bit more. So I'm going to fill up this hopper. We're going to take a quick trip outside, and we'll take a look at whether or not it helps. So I just have some of this leftover. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I'm sure somebody will point it out to me. Anyway, we're going to throw some leftover paint in there. Just go out, shoot a few rounds, and see if we have any more consistency. Now, I am wearing a mask, but please excuse my my low safety measures. I don't have a barrel bag, and I don't really care at the moment. So let's come out here. I think I left my chrono outside. Hopefully I left my chrono outside, or else this is going to be a crappy video. I did. Awesome. Tear up the gun. Turn her on. Popper on. All right, we're ready. Let's take a shot here. 297. Ooh, I like that. 310. That's good. I want it higher because I can tune it back. 297 again. 296. 288. 290. Now you notice the balls aren't falling out of my gun anymore. 298. So you can see what a huge difference it is to make sure your boring is correct. 301. 296. Huge difference. I'm getting 296, 298, 301 really consistently. Obviously paintball is, there's a lot of variables. 294. That can change how much velocity you have. One ball swallow a little more than the other, but now I'm really dialed in the 290, 299, 300 range, which is perfect for tournament play. So let's rip off the last of these balls just for the fun of it. Looks like I got 20 or so. See if I can walk this a little bit for you guys. Oh, no, we're good. All right. About out of paint here. And that's it. Guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you're new to paintball or you're new to autocockers, hopefully this was somewhat useful for you. Obviously, if you know what you're doing, this video didn't tell you anything new. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys.